All right, kitty. You can't be there. You know that, kitty, right? Oi. All right, everyone. Boomsling here. Welcome to my channel. I came, I'm cleaning out some of the cards from the other room, and the cat is just dive bombing us. Come on, kitty. You can't be there. No walking on cards. None of that stuff. I'm going to banish you. You're going to get put in timeout again. Come on. Come here. Yeah. I know you got sharp claws. You need them trimmed. Come here. Got you. No. Don't go timeout. Bye, kitty. It's timeout for you. All right, so it's time to go through the Vineland lot. And I got a tote here now. I've been going through some of the bigger boxes right here, 3,200 count boxes. They're actually just full of tops. Some 78 tops, some 78 and 79 Fleer. So that's what's in those. I have this tote here that's full of like 800 count boxes. They all got something on top, like this is 87 tops commons, 88 tops commons, top 78 baseball, 1986 tops, 1983 tops. Then it says 89 score, so I don't know what's in there. This says just 600 numerical, and I don't know if anything's written on the other side. But well, we're gonna go through. We're gonna go through some of them. We're gonna see what actually we have, what we're dealing with here. So, guess without any further ado, you guys know me. I like going straight to the dessert. So this is a box that says 78 tops, 78 baseball, I guess. Could be basketball, I guess. And it is 78 tops, and they look like they're in really good shape. So, hey, Criterion Racer, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. So, again, this is the Vineland lot. Originally, I think I said it was a Millville lot. It's actually right same place as their neighboring towns, Millville, where Mike Trout grew up, and Vineland. They're the neighboring town. So originally I was kind of saying, I stole this out of Mike Trout's backyard, but it was Vineland, a warehouse in Vineland. The guy I bought this off of, you guys may have seen him around in John Jabs' channel, Big Dog's Toy Chest. So Big Dog is the guy who sold this for someone else to me. I think I paid like $250 for the lot, and it was easily over 100,000 cards. Hey, truth be told, how's it going? I had to kind of sequester a little bit this weekend. I did head out, and I did meet the one guy for all those boxes and rack packs and loose wax and all that stuff. I had to go out and meet him. But other than that, I had to stay sequestered for the weekend because my wife was being coronavirus tested because she had a procedure that was going to happen today. That procedure went well. As far as they told her, she doesn't have to worry about cancer, so that's good. No throat cancer. That was the problem. She was having a lot of upper GI problems, heartburn, all that good stuff. So that's not it. So, there you go. We made out very well there. So, thank God that everything was well. I don't know why this guy's sitting on the top, but I am glad that this box is exactly as marked as top 78 baseball. Yeah, thank you, Criterion. Yeah. So she's still has the same problems, medical problems, same a lot of heartburn, indigestion, always feeling sick. Um, so we don't know what it is, but they did the throat thing, and there's no sign of cancer that they could see, so it's not esophageal cancer. But anyway, so let's get back to this box of 78 tops. Again, I bought this lot was well over 100,000, probably 200,000 cards. I paid $250 for it off of um, Big Dog Toy Chest, Palmer. So in '78, Eddie Murray was the top rookie card. That's a very nice little Brock. Look at that. This is Robin Yount. What's this, like his fourth year card? He came up in '75. So yeah, it's year 4 card. Yeah. So, but what number was Eddie Murray? Right? In '79, it was Ozzie Smith is the chase card. There's the late Tommy Lasorda. Rest in peace, Tommy. Sorry about bumping the camera all the time, guys. The cord is right here. I'm trying to. There's no other place to really put it because it's too short to go up over the boom. And I think, let's see, up over the boom and be out of the way. It's very close. Let's try it. We're going to try it. All right. So things are going to get a little shaky, but we're going to try it. There's not an earthquake going on. That was just me tossing the camera because it's just a webcam for now. Anyway. So there we go. Molitor and Trammell, yeah, they were the 75 tops. Guys, I've been fortunate that I've been able to collect those cards right out of the packs as a kid growing up. So I've been fortunate in that way. I've had that experience of pulling them out of packs. What I haven't had experience of, though, is pulling the Mike Trout out of packs, the rookie card, and all that good stuff. But that is neither here nor there. We're not here. So 192, 191, 190, 88. So these appear to be in numerical order. Whether it's a complete set, I don't know. We're looking at this together the same for the first time. Can't believe I left these sit around for God, when did I buy these from him? A long time ago. I don't know if it was a year or not. Don't remember the exact date. I have to go back and look at my videos to see when I actually bought these from him. Willie McCovey. There it is. Right there it is. Look at that. So it is card number 36. So let's take a look at card number 36. Put it down there. It does appear to have a centering issue. I don't have any top loaders or the one touches on me. I don't have any one touches. They're just little snap togethers. But let's see if we can get it in here. And we can check it with the judge, right? All right. So you guys be the judge. Remember the red line when it first touches the ink would be, yeah, it's a centering issue. Like we're looking at top is less than a 6. The top is like a 5. The bottom is not even touching. and it goes up to like 11. So it's like it might be a 10. Hard to tell because like the numbers are slid down. You can't slide these numbers. The left or right is less than a 6, so it's a 5 here, and it just touches on the 8. Yeah, on the 8, touches 8. So it is obviously centered off center, and you can see that with the bare naked eye anyway. But other than that, I mean, for the way these boxes were just kind of tossed about, like we just literally just kind of moving from one tote onto the back of the truck, and then I stood them up on their ends, and just like they are in this tote right here. Hold on. We're gonna sleeve this one up. There it is. So this is how they've been sitting and just jostled around. I just carried them in just like this. That's the tote. They're all on their ends, and yeah. So they've could have had some more damage, but the box was stacked full, which was nice. So I'm very happy. We found the money card in here. I'll have to go through later on and see if it's a complete set, but it definitely is a full box. I want to be careful now. I don't want to goof up any corners or anything unnecessarily, because this looks like a good set. So I don't know what this set would even cost, to buy it today. I don't know. With the Murray card. Who else was there? Was this a Dale Murphy rookie card too? Who else had a rookie card on one of these? There's Johnny Bench. I mean, it's got a little soft corner there. But it looks like the rookie cards are up here. Lou Whitaker, rookie. Jack Morris. Maybe it was Jack Morris. Maybe it wasn't Murphy or... Oh, that's off center. A lot miscut. Nobody important, though. Let's just go through this. Wilbur Wood. Bavacqua. Royals. Wackenfuss. Torborg. Billy Martin. Off center, but... Ferguson Jenkins. Very nice. Molitor Trammell is card number 707. Okay, so that's the Molitor Trammell rookie card. Let's just see what we got up here, because I see there was a lot of them sitting right here. Dan Schatzeder. There's the Dale Murphy. Now, I think Murphy had a couple, right, rookie cards. And there it is, the Molitor Trammell right behind it. So there you go. Very nice. We'll sleeve them up. We still have some penny sleeves downstairs. But once I finish this little stack off, I've ran through like 1,000 since I've been, working in the garage here. So we'll sleeve that one up. I mean, a lot of these need to be sleeved up and protected, but not going to happen today. Ooh, don't go flying on the floor and get damaged. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Check the comments real quick. Hey, Mess of Things, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Let's see what we can do here. Hey, E.L. Brown, thanks for stopping by. Let me get my mouse fired up. There you go, Mess of Things. You have moderator privileges now. Okay, so we found the Molitor Trammell card. Just got home. Okay, well, you're not that late. Yeah, I mean, I don't sell cards, but um, you know, I am thinking about doing auctions and stuff like that. So always an option, or maybe something for like 10,000 subscriber giveaway, something like that, right? So that's cool. It appears that that's a complete set. Very nice. And you guys know me. I like to go for my dessert. So there's another box here that is marked 78 tops, and it says full set. But man, look at it. It's been rained on. It looks bad, man. It looks like it was getting like really, really sad shape. So I'm afraid to look into this one. It could be like opening up a safe from the Titanic, and you know it's got jewels, and you know it's got really old paper money in there and stuff. And when you open it up, the money just all blah. The jewels are still there, but they're stuck in the money and all that good stuff. So this could be a problem. A lot of these boxes look a little rough, but this one looks really bad. I haven't seen one looking this bad in a while. So fingers crossed. Hey, Rob G, thanks for stopping by. Your favorite from the 70s? Yeah, that's cool. All right. Here we go. Ooh, all right. We got rookie card. 2 of them. And look at that. They sleeved these 2 up. Well, they put them in top loaders with rookie card things on, but they're not penny sleeved. So first things first, penny sleeve them. Gingerly. Even these penny sleeves can cause damage if you're not careful. Come on. And right now, it's not being cooperative. There we go. Boom. Some kind of, well, that's just sticky stuff from a sticker that was on there. All right. Well, we got one. And actually, with all the moisture in here, what appears to be moisture, doesn't look like the card's got any. And now, you know, I like to check the paper for dates to see when these babies were boxed up, because this will give you an indication how long they may have been sitting in this box, right? First off, it's from the Philadelphia Inquirer again. So this is, but you get the Inquirer all over in this area. This came from Vineland, but you can have the Inquirer delivered from wherever. Sounds like basketball scores on there. No date there. The smell test. I might get sick. I might get a fungus. It smells like old paper. It doesn't smell like your grandma or grandpa. It doesn't. Man, they really crumpled this up. All right, here it goes. It says the war is over in Europe. No, just kidding. Not that old. No, don't tell me they put another newspaper in there without a date on it. I don't want to rip it, but it's just ripped already. All right, come on. We're getting to the corners. No date on the bottom. That's great. I have to read an article, I guess. We'd have to look it up to see something 63 romp at Dartmouth. So it has scores in here. It's the sports page, at least. Quakers enjoy a 82-63 romp at Dartmouth. College basketball, Seton Hall, no dates. Just gives line like scores and spreads. Nothing. Nothing at the top here. Ah, so close. Well, we'll never know unless we go back and check the box scores. And I'm not going to go back and check the box scores. But it's nice and brown like the box, so it's been there a while. All right, so now let's check the other one. Let's get... At least they recognized what cards were good here. And this is crisp. It's off center, but man, those corners are squared up. Sharp, squared. Boom. All right, so that's twice we found the money cards, right, in two boxes. This one said flat out said complete set, but it looks like there's less cards in here. I don't know. I don't think it's a bigger box. It's the same size box, but this, no, maybe not. I don't know. But there's usually like 700 and some odd cards in the set, right? 660. No, because 707 was that one. Oh, there's Nolan Ryan right there. Bam. Nolan Ryan. I'm going to say that this is a complete set too, because there's a money card right there. I don't know what the Ryan would go for, but I'm sure you can use, yeah, I can use the scores to find the date. 726 in 78 set. Okay. This set looks to be even in better shape than the other box. And this one's all kinds of wet and stuff. Amazing. Amazing. So what is here? Where all the water is, let's just check the cards. I mean, there's no staining or anything. They're not stuffed together. Billy. Whitey Herzog. The late Joe Morgan. Don Sutton, All-Star. Little centering issue there. Fred Lynn. Bruce Sutter, Hall of Famer. So, yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna be a complete set. So, we've already started out this, but you know, like I said, I go for my dessert first. This has got a centering issue on the Mad Hungarian Alberboski. All right, not bad. I just saw the little blue line sticking up through the thing. I'm like, what is going on here? But it's a centering issue. Wow. Guys, we're batting 1,000. I think I should stop right there because you can only expect to go downhill from here. This says 1986 tops CS. All right, so I just complete set. I don't know what the CS was. Complete set, right? So let's check this one out. I can deal with some off-centered cards that is in sharp-looking set, though. Yeah. Hey, Dearman, how's it going? So they do really fancy. Look at that. That's like a sticker on there. Yeah, they taped that on there. Someone really was out doing themselves. Now I just wrecked it. My hair. I just want to see what was holding that on, or if it was glued on or what. We'll put it back. Out of respect for the person who had this before me, we'll put it back on there. There we go. Boom. All right, let's see if this is a complete 86 top set. So who's the big card in who's the big guy in 86 set? I don't know. We may not have had anyone good there. 86 tops. Not in numerical order. It starts off at 8. So the Pete Rose cards were in the beginning of this set. So this may end up not being complete. I don't know. As we find those Rose cards. 792 is in the back, but the Pete Rose cards that are supposed to be in the front. 792. Yeah, this may be missing the Rose cards. The first 7 cards. I think that is the Pete Rose set of like all his Topps cards. I don't know if there was anyone really a good rookie in this set. But anyway, I'm not going to take them apart. The intent was to sort and find boxes, put all the tops with the tops. But now that I've got to look and make sure whether I have complete sets or not, I'm not going to break it up yet. Hey, Mr. B's baseball break. How's it going? Barry Bonds, was he in the regular or the tops though? Or the update, and then what number would he have been? I was thinking maybe he'd be in the update set, not the regular, because his first Topps card was the 87 Topps. He might have been an 86 update. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I think it was update. So, all right, we'll call that semi complete. But if it only takes a couple of cards, why not? I can fill that in. 89 score, but it originally was at 83 Topps, so I don't know what's in there. I think it's going to be score because it's written. Oh yeah, it's scribbled out there. Never mind. So this is an 89 score. Yeah. Look, it's got the factory. The factory holder for the quiz cards. That's cool. That the way they stuck that in there. Like, hey, yeah, here we go. We'll stick that in there. But they should have stuck it like that. Small set. But it looks like clearly factory. Like it's just in there and it's crisp, sharp corners, sharp enough to shave with, I think. So. Very nice. I'm not going to mess with it. I just want to see what's in them. 89 score doesn't get me all that excited. I don't know about you guys. Let's see what else we got. This says, again, guys, you guys that are just getting here, this is part of the Vineland lot that I bought. It was over 100,000 cards. Easy. And I made a video of it, months ago when I bought it. So you'd have to look up. I think I actually put it down as the Millville lot, but it turns out actually the warehouse was in Vineland. Here's some 87 Topps, and then someone penciled in Commons. And there it is again, Commons. So probably not going to find a Bonds in here. And we all know he's number 320. So let's just, they're not. These are 250s, 240s. Then it goes. You're looking for like 320. All right, 399. And then jumps down to 323, 323, 323, 323, 322, 22, 22, 22. No, I'm sorry, that's 422, 700, 100, 500, 600, 400. 400s, 350, 4. So they're not in numerical order at all. So it's 711, 700s, 200s. Yeah, we're not gonna find it today. But I wanted to get these things out, and I wanted to finally look at them. I haven't looked at them since I brought them home. But they're commons, and there are lots of repeats, lots of doubles. So I'm gonna assume that they are commons. When initially they were sold to me, that's what I was told, that they were all commons. But obviously that wasn't 100% true. Hey, Steve Rademacher, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. So, Yogi. Yeah. So, that is that. Not excited about that. We'll put them over there. A lot of these are not marked. So this says 90 scores. First I had basketball and football, then it went just a 90 score, and then it says done, so who knows. It's a hodgepodge of scorecards. And definitely doubles and stuff in here. So, again, not overly excited about that. Oh, did I just see? No, it wasn't Conseco. Charlie Hayes. No, I'm great. Steve Margaret, Country Merchant, how's it going? Did you see I got a box of Here's Bo with the poster still in it for $25 from my LCS? Box is near me. That's cool. All right, let's see. Chuck Dupree, how's it going? How's everybody doing? Everyone's doing fine, I think. All right, let's see. This just says 600 to 699 numerical and absolutely nothing else on it. Interesting. Numerical what? Like the old newspapers. The old newspapers are good, right? Jam them in there. Okay, well, never mind. Look at that. Numerical, yeah. How about okay. I see an old newspaper and they're 89 tops, but I was thinking this would have been older than 89 because there's paper in there. Wednesday, September 26th, 1990. So, yeah, that coincides with the 89 cards. 1989 cards with a 1990 newspaper. Makes perfect sense. Ah, 1981 tops, and it's fallen off. One that's looks like water damage. Here, get my fat head out of the way. So 81 tops. Yep. Not a complete set because that's. I mean, the update set takes you over 800 cards. So 726 there. That's probably the standard number, and then you had to get to your high numbers, which took you another 132 cards above that, I think. But definitely in good shape. And the first starts off with number 9 again, if they're in numerical order. So the first cards are gone out of this. 10, 11, 12, then 13's missing, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Jeff Burrows is 20. 30 is Jack Clark. Usually the money guys are around like 50. 50s there, Davey Lopes. So the popular guys had those numbers like that. There's shout out to Alex over at Jay's Mix. He's always talking about Buck Martinez and Cito Gaston. So card 100 should be, no, it's missing. Card 100's missing. So this is not a complete set. It's been cherry picked. Larry Bowes, card 120. It's been cherry picked, obviously. But these cards are like, they're such, like, yeah, it's hard to see the corners, but man, those corners are pretty good. They're really good. Not as good as that other box, but that 78 box. But definitely very nice. Unfortunately, not, just jam this in there, not a complete set. But it's a set that can be completed, I guess, if you just want to fill it with the money cards. All right, another one that has 84 tops. Now I've got 84 top sets, so it's a big deal for a lot of people because this is the Mattingly set. Again, it's been underwater, but not enough drippy or on it to actually go through the cardboard. So, anybody offhand know what the Mattingly card number is? So we can just see if we can jump right to it. I don't know it offhand. Sure, it's not a low. Well, it is. It's in the low hundreds, right? Maybe 83 or something like that. I don't. Why is that number sticking out in my head? There's 81. 83. No, that's Richie Zisk. Some of the commons from the 81 set sell for hundreds of dollars if you can manage to get them to PSA. That's probably true. You're probably true. Maybe it's like 183. I don't know. The Mattingly rookie. It would have been nice to have been sitting on top just like that Eddie Murray was. Oh, number 8 is the Mattingly card. I don't think you have that low of a number, but it starts out at 3 at least. And 8 is missing. So we got 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. What? All right, now I went to 12. I'm like, what, missing like every other card? 14's missing. 16's missing. 17. All right, so we're gonna say it's not another complete set. Hey, Bibby, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. We're going through some stuff that I bought. Close to a year ago, if not longer. There's the Keith Hernandez. I know it's been over 6 months. These are in good shape too. Nice corners. Some of them have centering issues as usual. Guys, my next venture, I want to, there's a guy I've been in touch with. He's got complete sets, hand collated sets for sale. and I want to try to get with him and buy some of his hand collated sets because the prices are right. Oh, smash! That's right, Steve. Thank you, Steve. Send out your package today, baby. Cool. Strawberry non-traded rookie is in the 84 set as well. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to help me out with numbers because I don't have all that memorized or anything like that. I'm not as good as John Jabs at remembering all the rookies and stuff. Are you sent a 72 to Clemente to PSA? That's cool. You know, guys, I up until a couple years ago, um, I was in ninth grade. Now, I was in ninth grade in the early 70s. 74? Yeah, 1974, I was in the ninth grade. That's long before a lot of you guys were born. You weren't even a gleam in your daddy's eye. And I made the first, and I threw them away a couple years ago. I had them forever. I held on to them. We were supposed to make candy dishes out of this plexiglass. So you would stick it in this little kiln-like oven thing. You'd warm it up, and you'd pull it out with your big, fireproof gloves, and you'd set it on this mold. And you take this big block of wood, and you jam it down on top, and it would collapse inside this mold. And that's, when it hardened up, that became your candy dish. It was projects you made in school. You were born in 74, Jeff? Anyway, so instead of making that candy dish, I took that plexiglass and I took it over to the bandsaw, and I zing and cut it into 4 little squares, and then I put it on the drill press, and I just stacked them and drilled holes through them all the way around. And then we had this. It wasn't nylon; it was just plastic string, and I already knew what I wanted to do with it. So when I grabbed all this stuff up, I took it home with me. My project that I made, I stuck a 72 Roberto Clemente in there, the in-action one. And I think it might have been like a 73 Willie Mays. I forget who the other card was. And I put them in between the pieces of plastic. And the only way to hold it together is I had this string and those holes. And I laced this stuff through the holes. And I made the very first, like plastic screw downs, except they weren't screw downs. The very first hard plastic card protectors was my idea, but as a dumb kid, didn't know anything about patents or anything like that, or the idea. And years later, some guys perfected my idea, and the rest is history. I'm working out of my garage while these guys are smoking big fat cigars and enjoying life. All right, this says 88 score commons and odd cards. Odd cards are scribbled out, so it's going to be 88 score commons. I see Dan Quisenberry already here. Excuse my fat bald head. So there's Quisenberry right there, showing his best sling action. So the score made small sets back then, so this could be a complete set. But again, it was sold to me as commons only. We found that some of the sets are not complete, so it would not surprise me that it's not complete. Oh, and I see a very damaged card too. It's Von Hayes. Von Hayes got pressed. He got stuck between someone's spokes. It's even a different year. There's different years. So 2 different years of scoring here. This one has the little circle. This one has triangles at the bottom. But old Von, see the crease right there through there? That's old Von. He's gone. Old Von is gone. Doesn't make the grade here. So he's gone. But so there's different years of scoring here. So definitely not a complete set. We've got those. Nice. And then it switches over in the middle. And somewhere in here, there's oddball cards, the oddball score. Maybe it's just a couple. Yeah, maybe it's just only a few. Yeah, just a small section of them right there. So, definitely not a complete set. Those are just going to go into the score boxes when this stream is over. So I'm going to put those where they're going to go. Score. All right, what's next? This one looks like a factory set box because of the tape. It's very old tape. That's how they used to send these. However, of course, someone's had it. It says 87 Topps Commons, and then it says Topps Complete Set. So I don't know which one it is, but it's definitely came from the factory. 87 Topps, but I don't know. We will find out when we open it up. And okay, doesn't even look like 87s, but it is. All right. So now the test is, can we find 320? If 320 is in here, it's pretty good guess that it's a complete set. So it is full though from wall to wall in here. 194. And these cards are sharp. They're nice corners. 361 if they're in order. 332, 331. All right, here we go. We're at 314. So 315, 16, yep, 17, 18, 19, 20 is missing. 320 is missing. 17, 18, 19. 320 is missing. It goes to 321, 22, 23, 24, 25. So the money card is out of here. It's probably the only card that's missing because it is jammed. Okay. I hope they enjoy it. Whoever has it. Let's check the chat. I did get lucky a few weeks ago and picked up a 1986 Fleer factory set for $15. Okay. That's cool. This guy I'm talking about has got a lot of stuff. I bought off him before. I think I bought 6 or 7 or 8 1984 Topps sets off of them for like $12 a piece. Now this was like 2 years ago. And then he called me and said, "Oh, I made a mistake. They should have been $16 a piece." Well, that wasn't good. So not complete. Dang. Too bad. All right. Next, we got a couple more boxes to go through. This is 87 Topps. It says nothing else on here. Just says 87 Topps. Okay. Will the Barry be in here? Now, these are probably commons. They're just kind of everywhere. There's more cards in this box than there should be. 75. Yeah, they're not even in order. Not even in order. Let's get around here. But they're sharp. The corners are like razor sharp. These corners, like they can pack fresh, so that's good. I mean, you can get pack fresh 87 top, so that's not a big deal. But for cards that have been just laying around for God knows how long, they're all upside down in here. 161, 156. All right, let's see if we can keep going here. See if they're in order to some degree. 212, 246. Now then it jumps back to 151 and 400. So I'm going to say that it's just not a complete set. Tony La Rosa. What might be encouraging is I don't see any doubles here either yet. So no doubles. That could always be a good sign. But there's a lot of cards here. Like normally a 728 card set or something like that. I have to head out. Okay. Thanks for stopping in, EL. Appreciate it. Jersey, how's it going? I just picked up 288 tops, 189 tops, 192 tops, and 193 tops sets for $23. That's a good deal there. Only card missing was the 93 Jeter rookie. Of course, but but for that money, you're not going to get the Jeter card, in your set. So, I mean, you got to get extremely lucky. Extremely lucky. 88 tops. 792, but somehow there doesn't look like 792 cards here. I mean, there's a big gap on the end. So let's go in the front. Oh, let's see if there's errors in here though. Let's see what error cards, if any, are in here. All right, so that's not the error. Already looks like there's cards missing from the front. Again. So what we got to do is now we're going to have to look for it's a high number card. The Keith Comstock error. That's way in the back here, I think. It's a high number. We've got the blueprint for the Padres, and the error has the white print. I don't know exactly what that number is, but it's a high number card. Whether it's way in the back, I don't know, but it's Padres. Padres. Whitey. Oh, Whitey. What number are we at? We're at 670. This will be the last deck we looked at. I don't remember the number offhand, but we'll figure it out if we don't find it here. Yeah, I'm not going to waste everyone's time looking for that card. You already know that this is not a complete set. Cards are missing right from the front. All right, next. What's this say? 88 Dunrust Commons. Oh, what's this? Crushed. Someone didn't like Doug Sisk at all. in the box. So 88, and looks like there's a couple here, 88s and 89s. Was that the 89, right? That was the card they used for separating. Duh. I'm a dunce, right? There you go. Definitely not complete. Commons, just like they say. There's not going to be a Griffey in here for sure. I did see Larkin. Was that Alex Madrid I saw back there, or Dale Murphy? Joe Carter. Alex Madrid. Dale Murphy, where you at? Oh, there's doubles. That's not good. Oh, well. All right, so we know they're not going anywhere. So they're going to the Dunrust pile. Sorry about my bald head getting in the way, guys. That'll just be put in a Dunrust box. We've got 4 more to go through, guys. 4 more to look at. I appreciate all you guys stopping by. So this is 88 tops again. As I see there, I guess that means complete at one time, but just looking at it, it's not going to be complete. There's not enough cards in here. This box should have been like filled to the top. A lot of doubles. These are C might be common, so there you go. Not complete, just commons. So we will put that with the tops box to be filed away, with the tops to be sorted. 88 tops commons, so these are so common, they just like they open packs and drop them in here because the header cards for like the rack packs I think are in here. Yeah, see, even though it says rookies, I don't know which product carried the rookie cards in. I don't know, but like 87 top rookies, Dwayne Bice, John Wathan. Shout out to John Jabs. And so, yeah, I would say these are surely for sure commons. So we're not going to waste any of your time looking at that. They will go over into the tops area to be filed with tops. We've got 2 left. Bada boom, bada bing. These are 86 tops. So check the front, see if they're in numerical order. They appear to be 8. So right off the bat, the same as that other box, the Pete Rose cards are missing from the front of this. That's like a 7-card set, I believe. And let's just go see to like number 50 is card 50, or card 50 is here, but it's Dan Quisenberry. That's why it's still here. Card number 100 might be a guy like Pete Rose or someone like that. And it stops at, you can't see it, but that's 99 and then goes to 101. So card number 100 is missing. So this is the same status as that other box that we had of 86 tops where it's been cherry picked. So I don't expect Nolan Ryans or anybody like that there. We'll file that there with the other 86. One last box. And it says 86 tops commons here also. So another box of 86. This one's much fuller, so there's probably dupes in here. But maybe not. Starts out at 405. So it goes, maybe it's just a continuation, but yeah, there are definite dupes here. Yep, dupes in this box. So, but there may be enough to put a very good starter set together in here, and just have to fill it with the money cards, I guess. Sorry about my bald head getting in the way, guys. But so I'm still going to consider today to be a success, because we actually surprisingly pulled down, for those guys who got here late, two, which appear to be complete sets of 1978 tops. It's crazy, but it's true. I mean, the Eddie Murray rookie card, along with the Molitor Trammell card, a couple others. We found some other stars in there. So I'm leaning towards those being complete sets. I'll work on getting them into nicer, newer boxes. And this one came, we pulled just out of the back. We just pulled the Nolan Ryan out of the back, card number 400. And these guys were already in top loaders. All I had to do was penny sleeve them up to protect them. So someone had already pulled these money cards out and set them up for us. Very nice. However, the box took a very lucky beating, because it definitely got wet and survived. Nothing got destroyed. So 278 complete sets. Did you buy Papa J dollar mixer? Okay, not me. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Well, that's 374. Yeah. Let's see. I didn't bring anything else out. And I'm gradually getting a lot more stuff in here over the last couple of days. But I ran out of 5,000 count boxes, so I'm waiting for my 5,000 count supply to arrive so I can continue boxing. With all that said, I'm steadily putting stuff together for my auctions that I'm going to start doing on the channel. Card auctions, just throwing stuff out there. They came across these two cards the other day, and that's the Daddy Bonds and Daddy Griffey. So maybe theming some stuff up, daddy cards or something like that. What else? Oh, I had a whole bunch set up right here. Came across these. Now these are going to be a little bit hard for you guys to see. I'll move the mouse to the biggest sort, but these cards are going to be cards that'll be auctioned off. Got some really nice 72s in there. Got a Gil Hodges, Darren Johnson in action, a Dave Kingman, and then they got some 76s or something like that there. These are all cards that I just came across recently in these boxes. And so I figured, you know what? Every one of these, as far as I can tell, I already have in my PC. So they're all dupes to me. Frank Howard, Luis Aparicio, he's a Hall of Famer. Who's on the back? Nobody. Now, some of these cards are not PSA gradable, but here's a nice 79 Dale Murphy. Is that like a second-year card for Murphy? Right? So I'm just trying to find some stuff to put together to auction off. They're in very nice shape, but they're not perfect shape, obviously, just for the years that they are. Some 75s. These have a little warpage. So I'm working on trying to press them out, see if they will flatten out. If they don't flatten out, then they probably won't go to auction. These appear to be okay. These 75s here, just there's a couple that had some warpage for some reason. They definitely found some moisture somewhere. Again, these are 75s that were in the same box, so they've got warped. But other than that, you can't tell anything else is wrong. Just that they have a warp. They have a warp, and I have to press on them. There's a nice Joe Torre one. If you're a Joe Torre fan, what's this, like a third year? He came up in 73. This is 75, so this is like a second year Gossage. Before it became Goose, he was Richard Gossage. Hey, Goody G, how's it going? '72 Mets cards from Jersey. Yeah, so I'm going to be trying to set stuff up for auctions and try to raise a little bit of cash for the channel here so that I can go out and reinvest it instead of always spending my money when I can spend the money from, say, the business here, the business end. There's another 75, and then got some 73s and 74s. There's another 73 Joe Torre. Nice card. How about Hank Aaron and the late Richie Allen, Pete Rose and Rod Carew, Nolan Ryan and Tom Seaver, Ferguson Jenkins, Hall of Famer, Juan Matichau, right? Jim Palmer, Catfish Hunter, Billy Williams, another Ferguson Jenkins, highlights from 1979, Brock and Yastrzemski 3000 hit club, Ted Simmons, and then there's some newer ones that I came across, like Luis Gonzalez rookie card, Bernie Williams rookie card, Eric Karros rookie card, Daddy Griffey, just some 78 tops there. Joe Morgan from 78 tops. Some managers from 78 tops, Vern Rapp and Hall of Famer Bobby Cox. Just another Hall of Fame manager there. Earl Weaver. Second Earl Weaver, so I have two of them. Fergie Jenkins. You may have seen that one before. I know I've seen Fergie Jenkins. And, I mean, there are common guys in here. There's Hall of Famers. Two Hall of Famers there, Sutton and Gossage. I got Mr. Yak Packs around here somewhere, too. How about a Dave Winfield? 78 Winfield. It's got some corner damage, though. So all that'll be brought out, ahead of the time on the auction. But for guys, guys that don't have this kind of stuff, guys who want to, maybe start somewhere, then this could be nice starters, startup sets or whatever. That's all. Let's see what else. Oh, well, yeah, you know what? While I got you, I got some mail. So we might as well open up the mail, too. Let me get scissors. I'm doing live. All right. So, got the scissors. The wife's scissors. Mine are them old orange things. They're upstairs. So, this is an eBay purchase. All right. It's a different kind of box. Let me just cut this. It's not. Have to cut. It's not. Okay, maybe I gotta cut this. Yeah, it's a box that's been used. Yep. All right. So here we go. This is an eBay purchase. Came today in the mail. So, yeah. Let's do this. All right. Chasing History. Derek Jeter cards. For those of you who are wondering. Jeter. I'm a Yankee fan. Besides Mantle, all Yankees, but obviously Jeter would be right up there. So I bought these on. The guy was very cooperative in prices. Like I think he got all these for $23 plus shipping. So nice one. And all these are Jeter cards that I didn't have in my collection. I think I have a large Jeter collection. But just had to order them. So this one, when you hold it up to the light, you can barely see it now through the camera, but you can see there, those of you who have these cards, there's a silhouette like of them in there. Nice Jeter. Topps Stars. Hey, Alex. I've been fine, thank you. That's the back of that card. Cutting Edge. So it's like a saw cut there on the side. It's a die cut. Topps HD, and there's the back. And then it says the New Order. This is an Upper Deck product. And the last one. Goody G used to see Goose at the bar all the time. Early Road to the Hall, Derek Jeter. It's a Topps Chrome. Don't know what year because I can't read that small print. You guys may know. Another Jeter from Fleer Premium. Solid Performer. This is Dunross something times 1.0 X10. I don't know. I just saw it and I liked it. The guy had a bunch of these that he had up. So here's a Blue Chips from Topps Finest. Derek Jeter. But he had a bunch of them, and I asked him if he would. I put all of them in a shopping cart, and then I asked if he would do, like combined shipping and all that, because each card shipping was ridiculously high. And he said, well, you got to list them all individually. And so I did. and I put down what my offer was for each one. I went down $1 or $2 on each one. There might have been one or two that were $1 or 99, and I just said I'll give you $1 for that one and $1 for that one. The rest were all pretty severely discounted. Like this was like a $7 card. I got it for like $3.50. You know what I mean? Like the guy was real cooperative, the seller. Um, so I didn't want to beat him up too bad, but obviously I wanted to, you know, get them for a decent price. They're going into my PC, and that's where they'll stay. And when there's cards that you've never had, then it's always good to get cards like that. And they also relax. Still looking, but it's hard since Trammell is on it too. It's a vase that on you, a cold one. Have a beer. So that's it, guys. Still working in here a little bit. Sorry about that. I just banged the heck out of the mic. And keep you posted when I do actually start working down there full time. I'm almost down there full time now. From the minute I get off of work, I'm in here and I'm sorting. But right now it's getting messy. It's getting messy. And I don't want it to get messy. So I got to get my 5,000 count boxes, because you can see it. They're all just piling up right there. And that's a lot of that. Like that's a lot of the rack packs from the other day. 2 boxes of rack packs. Some extra rack packs still stacked by the microphone there. And those are the new kind of rack that I've been building with the last bit of my empty 5,000 count boxes. So that's going to end up getting walled off. But everything on that rack still needs to be sorted. I have so much sorting to do. It's unreal. And I see a box that says 93 on it. I think I'm going to grab that one next and see what's in the 93. It might be a Jeter. I don't know. That's from the Philly purchase. That was the guy's son's stuff. I think he had 2 boys. And they said, "We don't want them, Dad. Take them. Do what you want with them." So I paid him overall. I think I went up there 3 different times, because as I was pulling them out, I ended up paying $320 for all his kids' collection. Was over 100,000 cards too. It was ridiculously a lot. I have a nice cold one too. Yeah, I know I'm gonna be busy, that's for sure. But I also just want to get opened up for business. I want to start putting things into action. My plans, what I want to do here. But like, I don't even know where my real PCs are. You know what I mean? I think they're still upstairs, but I can't be 100% sure that they're not in one of these boxes now, just sitting over here. In a box that I tagged, just, whatever. Tops. I know in some of these boxes they're still hard plastic screw downs, or you call them one touches now, but they were screw downs, and that's what they are. So I gotta eventually everything's gonna have to be gone through one more time. And I've already not thrown out, but I've emptied out so many boxes with these skinny 3200 counters that I gotta get off to Art so he can fill them back up, I guess. And still put aside stuff for auction. I've found another bunch of stuff, but I haven't sleeved them up yet. That will be auction bait, material. And a lot of that is this stuff right here, which I'll be trying to put in to auction as well. We got a Dennis Eckersley, just even some common cards, when you bundle it up. Those guys might want, they're all rookie cards. I want those rookie cards. So you just have to go over them and fine tune. The really good cards, like this one's definitely not any good. at Pete Rose is all buggered up. It's been in a rubber band for probably a couple of decades. Looks like it got wet. As a matter of fact, boom, it's gone. So these are 80s, and they got, again, some older ones from the 70s popping up here that all have to be gone through. They look decent, but until I, get them sorted out, and then I got to sleeve them up to make sure they're good enough to be auctioned. Hey, Obsessed Collector, how's it going? That's a lot of cards. Have you seen the garage? Have you seen the inside of the garage? Obviously you haven't. All right. Here's the pan again. Now it's messy now. Before the other, like a week ago, it was organized. So all the way in the back, that's 21 boxes. The highest goes to 24. So the highest it goes to that brownish top box right there on the other side of the little partition. That's 24 high. So there you go. They're all 5,000 counters. They all go. Now when I get to the rail there, then it drops down to 20 there. And then, of course, there's a couple on the end that still need to be filled in. That is just filled top, bottom. There's 3 racks there on the and the end there. There's one you can't see because I already started building another wall in front of it with cards. And there's 95 total, 5,000 counters there. I couldn't get one more box on top of there because the garage door railing is in the way. So I had to that's where I had to stop. And then that's my wax around there. Complete sets, wax, and down underneath those boxes are cases of cards. And I'm building a rack in the back along the wall there. There's some empty boxes, but behind all that stuff, I've already started building 5,000 counters. I should be able to get about 40 in there. My goal was to get 400 boxes in here, and that's still not all of them, but 400 would get me close to, a lot of them out of the house and into the garage. My wife told me, and she was right. She says, "You're not gonna have enough room for all those cards. If you don't just jam it up like the warehouse on Indiana Jones, where I just fill them up with crates of stuff." Because this is where I'm going to be shooting. This isn't even how I'm going to be shooting. The layout's going to be different. I'm actually going to be facing that way, facing that wall, and then both sides is going to be just like it is. But this is my desk. I just have it covered because I don't want to get dusty while I'm still in here doing work. We'll turn sideways and pointed that way. So, but that's about it, guys. Any final questions? Yeah, there's 2 million here now. I have over 2.5 million. So I still need to get like 500 boxes in here. And I'm discussing, I'm contemplating putting shelves on wheels, because that's what this desk is on wheels. I can move it, right? I have furniture in here that's on wheels. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to build racks on wheels so that I can just kind of have it up against the side there and out of the way. And when I want to get behind it, then I can just wheel it out, get in behind it, get what I need, come back out. It's bad enough now that to get to the box on the bottom, I got to pull 22 boxes off the top. That's kind of why they're marked, at least tops. My original labels that I started making, you can see like it'll say, I even put like These were 1981 tops. I left stuff on the side here so I could actually start writing on here what was in here. These labels my daughter-in-law made for me, and I started printing up my own, which are the bigger, the square ones for the Dunruss. Right there, the kind of the oval ones my daughter-in-law made. I didn't have like that design to be able to do that. She did that with her Cricut machine, I think. I don't know. I just have a regular printer, and I bought the sticker things and just ran them off. So, but all right, Alex. Thanks for stopping by. I have a lot of 60s cards, but not nearly as many. No, I've filled 70s. I have a lot of small. I just picked up 2 complete sets of 1978 tops that I didn't even know I had until just now. And I've been sitting on them for 6, 8 months, 10 months. I've been sitting on them because I hadn't had time to sort through the boxes. So I picked up 2 complete sets tonight, which is great. 2 years ago now, or almost 2 years ago, I picked up what turned out to be like 2 complete sets of 1979 tops with the complete with the Ozzie Smith card at an auction for like $30. They were just in boxes, and it was a box, just here's the box a lot, and here's the sale, and nobody wanted the what they thought was the junk stuff, and so I didn't have a lot of money. Like, these guys were there, and I was out of my league. It was my first ever auction, and so I started. When they start off, they always start off with the junk stuff, so the perceived junk stuff. So I was buying that all up, and I spent my $300, and boxes just full of binders and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll take all that and buy it. $30 here, $20 there, $50 was the highest I paid for any one lot. And as soon as I ran out of my $300, I sat there and I listened to everyone else going crazy over everything else, and spending lots of money on stuff, on cards, and I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm not going to spend thousands of dollars. I came here with a budget, and I blew through it real quick. But when I got it home, and when I finally went through it all, I'm like, damn. Not only did I get like 1 complete set of 79 tops, but in another box that was 79 tops, but it was like not complete or whatever. I found the Ozzie Smith card as well. So I'm like, dang, I can put together a second set because that's the money card. So I ended up having 2 complete sets of 79 tops because the Ozzie Smith card was in there. In the one box, it was sitting right on top, but no one was bothering to open up the stuff. I was opening up binders and looking at the binders. I didn't even open that box up when it was sitting out there for the auction. I just said, all right, I'll get it. And I lucked out. I got an 8x10 that was autographed by Bob Feller was in that box. A bunch of stuff, and I bought some baseball bats and stuff like that. So, I just had good luck, and there's never been an auction since because the vid hit, and that was it. No more public stuff, because he only had a couple during the whole year. I'm sure people were getting their consignments and all that together, and then all of a sudden, before they had their next one, things were all shut down. I'm like, dang. He just went through a whole year of that. That was in like 2019. The next one was going to be like in 2020 sometime, and it never happened. Then all of 2020 went by, and now we're in 2021. and things still don't look any better, as far as large gatherings and stuff like that. So I've been lucky enough that I've been meeting people on Facebook Marketplace, finding that that last purchase I made was excuse me, had to get a drink, wet my whistle. So for those of you who weren't here for the last buy that I made, there's some room here. So part of that, sorry there, Eric, gonna have to find you a home. And that box there was, so I can turn the camera a little bit. All right. Now I already hung some of these rack packs up on the wall behind me. All these rack packs. All right. Now you can say, well, yeah, they're junk wax era. True. But I paid $250 for this, that, oops. Okay. Falling all over the place. That. And where did I put all that other stuff? Oh, it was behind me. It was behind me. Now it is not. This is it. No. Well, somewhere in this room, I put the rest of the stuff. And I don't know where I put it. But it was another, probably, oh, up here they are. So we got all that. All that wax. All that wax. So this is all football wax packs, right? This is a combination, like there's some like goofy stuff like this. There's a Ninja Turtle pack. There's a Back to the Future pack. Only one of each of those. This is baseball. 2 rows of baseball, and not just junk baseball. There's some good baseball in here too, right? And this is like other non-sports. There's MTV. There's 2 packs of like Beatles cards. And these are baseball here. So that's mostly baseball with a couple non-sports. I mean, there's some jumbo packs in here. I don't know what these are. These were probably just like you mail in and they send you a set of cards for whatever reason. I don't know. like a redemption thing. And this one. This is football. Like there's some 1990 packs in here. Some 89. There's 3 packs of 89 tops. 10 or so packs of 90 tops. Then there's some hockey, some basketball. Like this side's all basketball. This row's all hockey. This is hockey back here, I think. Yeah, and then some football here. So all of this for $250. So, I mean, and it's not the first time I bought off of this guy. I bought seven other wax boxes off of him in another purchase prior to this one. When I first met him, he had stuff, and I said, "Yeah, I'll buy it off you." And I did, and he said he had more. I'm like, "Well, I'm interested in anything you say you have more. I want first dibs on these rack packs are part of it too. There's a stack here. I think I had someone asked me about out of just the stuff that I just picked up. If I had any with Daryl Strawberry on the front, so I'm like, oh, I'll look. So there's a Daryl Strawberry there, strawberry there in the middle. There's a strawberry on the top. I think that was it, and then these were just extras. I'm trying to just flatten out the ends because some of the ends are wrinkled up from being stored so long. So that's it. But for $250, and he originally asked for $450, and I'm like, dude, that's a lot. And I was thinking like $150-ish, but I didn't realize that this box was in there. This box, you have the chance of getting the Jeter rookie card out of here, and maybe even a rookie gold. Goes for like $200 or more on eBay. So basically, I paid for this box and a couple of these, and got everything else for free. So I went from $450 down to $250. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to argue. $250 is a good number for me. And if it works for you, then we're good. But this guy has other stuff. He has all kinds of non-sports stuff. He sold a bunch of Pokemon packs to some guy in Australia who paid a lot of money for them. And he says he has more. So he's in the process of moving right now. So he won't have any for a couple months, he said now. He's in the process of moving his household. But so I'm a firm advocator of Facebook Marketplace. I was always kind of leery of the other one. I can't remember the name of it, but that one, there was another one that came before Facebook Marketplace. I forget what it was called, but I love to find the rack pack of 86 tops with Lenny Dykstra on top. I have some 86 tops, whether it's Dykstra or not, I don't know. Nope, no Lenny Dexterous on this. 86s here. Tops, 86 tops anyway, so there was nothing on my 86 tops rack packs. Hey, hobbyist, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, that's about it. I don't think there's any 86 tops here. These are all going to be, these at the bottom are going to be 87 Dunrust. Yeah. So, yeah, I just went through all my, I'll look over here, but I think they're all hanging up because I didn't have a whole bunch of those. What I hung up. The last time I bought off of this guy, I got like 7 boxes of wax off of him for like $60, and I bought some other stuff. I ended up spending like 100 and some odd bucks off of his stuff that he had. I don't think there's any in here. These are 87s. These are going to be 87. Those are 87 tops. These are 87 Dunrust. Yep, 87 Dunrust. There was like 55, 87 Dunrust. There was a ton of 87 tops, but not as many as that. There was 50, like 55, 88 Dunrust. Then there was some 90 Dunrust. There's 87, so these will be 88 tops here. I just have them in here folded up. It helps keep the top tab flat. Just for appearances wise, it just looks good. That's 87, yeah. So no, all my 86 tops rack packs are already hanging up. I just went through. There's none showing on the front. No Pete Rose showing on the fronts. So sorry about that. So guys, remember when I do have my grand opening, it's going to be on a Friday evening, East Coast, and don't know how long it'll go. I want to have giveaways, freebies for people, kind of grand opening at your local store or something like that, where they have giveaways and stuff like that. So I want to do that and try to make sure everybody gets something. It's not going to be like playing, what's that game that Eric and John used to play, Kahoot, where the same people always win because he had the better internet connection. It's not going to be that way. It's going to be like, all right, so who's in the chat now? Okay, blah, blah, boom. You're up, or just kind of write your name down. You're up. Roll the dice. Boom. All right. You got this number here, and what is this number? What's in this number? What's coming out of, what's associated with that number on the roll of the dice? That kind of thing, So, just so like everybody who stops in can win something. I like it that way, and I'm sure everyone else likes it when everybody wins something and not just the same people. That's why for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, I'm giving away 3 grand prizes. Well, 3 prizes. The grand prize is really grand, and then the other 2 are not bad. And one is like, each one is like 2 full boxes of cards. I mean, I think I'm giving away for second and third place. They're each is getting a full box of these. I think. I know I'm giving away full boxes of cards. This is one type. This 92 Pinnacle, I think it is. Yeah. Another one is a full box of Fleer Ultra from 92. That's these packs here. 91, I'm sorry. I think I had some Upper Deck that I was giving away. I think one of the second place or third place was getting an Upper Deck 91. Find the Aaron Upper Deck box. And honestly, I can't remember what the fourth box is. So the first place guy gets a box, like, no kidding, that's like this big. It's gonna be like this big. It's huge. It's actually an empty box that I bought a case of cards out of. It's gonna be actually bigger than this. It's taller anyway. And plus there's another second box that goes with it. Second and third place are getting smaller boxes, but they're just full boxes of cards. Alex is always listing my 1,000 subscriber giveaway video link in the chat all the time for people to go check it out and follow the directions. Be publicly subscribe to my channel so that I can see that I don't want to give it away to someone who's not subscribed to the channel. It's not fair to everyone else who's been here for a long time, loyally following the channel and stuff and hanging out and commenting. I want to give it to people who have been here and just are friends of the channel. I do need more cards, right? Like I need a hole in the head. That's probably what my wife would say. So if I win, I would be more than happy to open some of the boxes on my channel. Sure, I mean, that's what it's all about. You don't have to open them up, but what it is it's fodder for your channel. Like my 750 subscriber winner was Mountain Gorilla. Now I understand his channel is off, gone, like been deleted. Is that true? Do you guys? I haven't heard from him in a while, but someone said a couple of days ago that his channel has been removed from YouTube. You can't even find it when you search it. So I don't know what happened there, but he won my 750 subscriber giveaway. And what he did was he showed everything, and then he says, we'll open this now, and then we'll do this later on. We'll do this later on, this later on. And then he did. Hey, Wes, how's it going? How you been? We're actually just kind of, starting to wind down a little bit. I'm just chit-chatting now. I showed the guys some stuff, that they may not have seen in my last live stream, or one of my last live streams. One of them I was on for like 5 hours. I wasn't intending to chit-chat. I just was going to let people see me how I work and not engage in just how I work. But it is what it is. I don't mind chit-chatting with people. It's all part of the fun of the interaction of the community and stuff like that, talking to people, trying to help people to find their own, use things that I use, resources that I use to find my cards. And the best resource that I've come across by far is that Facebook Marketplace. I've made so many contacts through that. From this guy Art, who I get from all the time. I get so many cards from Art. I've probably gotten 1 million cards from Art since I've known him, right? Buying them off of him. To Big Dog's Toy Chest, who has his YouTube channel. I bought the lot off of that. Turns out the lot that I bought off of him, it turns out pleasantly, it's not there, hold on. it turns out we had these 2 boxes, 2 complete sets. I know some of you guys just got here late. Some of you guys have been here, so it's kind of rehashing some of the stuff. They're beat up, and when I saw this, I was concerned because I saw what it said on top. Actually, I saw what it said on the side because I had them all stacked on the end. 1978 Topps complete set, and I'm like, whoa! And you look at the box, and it's all messed up, and so I just slowly opened it up, and bam, there they were. Now Ryan wasn't sitting up here. I just kind of pulled him off the end, but these 2 were already setting up in the top loaders. So I'm like, man, that's a complete set. That's great. That's awesome. 1978 Topps complete set. It's been sitting in my living room for 7, 8, 9 months, 10 months. So this box, I had to hunt them and pull them out, but there they are. And bench, I just pulled bench out. There's the Murphy rookie card, but there's the Murray rookie and the Molitor Trammell rookie. So ended up getting, if nothing else out of that Vineland lot purchase that I found through Facebook Marketplace, it was just listed as, X amount of, totes of cards. It was a large amount of totes. It was 8 or 9. I think he had it as 8 totes of cards, and they were totes. They weren't little totes. This is one of the totes. It's a big tote, and it was just filled with cards, boxes. And so I took a chance. I called him, and I'm like, all right, well, he wanted like $275 or $250, something like that. I think it was $275. And I went down there, and sight unseen, I'm just looking at the boxes, and I'm a little concerned because a lot of the boxes, say commons on and stuff like that. And he says, it's my understanding. I'm selling it for a buddy of mine that they're all commons, nothing special. And so he's like, he goes, so what do you think? And I'm like, I'm thinking, well, it's a lot of cards. It's still like over 100,000 cards. And I'm like, all right, your ad said $275. That's what I'm prepared to pay, $275. He's like, okay, good deal. Boom, gone. He was happy to get $275, and I'm happy. I was happy to get it for $275. Hindsight, I could have gone lower, but I was happy. I was happy with that price, so that's what I went with. With this last purchase that I made. For those wax boxes and all these rack packs and all that, he wanted $450, and I'm like, man, $450, that's a lot. That's a lot. It's only 7 boxes of cards, and I thought I was getting like 125 rack packs. I didn't know about all the wax that I just showed you. Those 3 boxes of wax. I just thought it was a bunch of rack packs and 7 boxes. I didn't see the 93 Topps Series 1 in there. And I was thinking more like 150-ish. And there was a couple minutes go by before I got a response back. And I'm thinking, man, did I just kind of mess up this deal? And he came back and he said, $250. And I'm like, you know what? He came down $200. Just go with it. It's all right. You're getting wax out of it. As long as your wife's okay with it. They say happy wife, happy life. As long as your wife's okay with it, and she was okay with it, I was good. And then I'm good. I went over, met him, got it. Bang. I got more than I bargained for, more than I thought with all those extra wax packs over there. And so, Facebook Marketplace, just use it as a tool, as a resource to finding what you're looking for, whether it's loose cards, sets, wax, and I'll admit I'm in the northeast of the country, so there's a lot of people, a lot of congestion, a lot more cards, but there's also a lot of people that know a lot about cards or think they do. And everyone thinks they have, the Hannes Wagner card or a Babe Ruth card, or they've got the gold mine. And a lot of people don't, and they don't understand it. And sometimes you have to explain it to them. Like this one lady, she had a bunch of cards and a couple totes. And honestly, there was a lot of basketball in there, football, very little baseball. And I'm a baseball guy. And I told her, I said, listen, what you got here is junk wax. Your price is too high. Here's what I offer. I'll offer you $125 for everything, and if not, that's fine, because there's really nothing here that I want to add to my collection. I would just be buying them to give away on the channel or something like that. And she goes, well, okay, I don't plan on keeping it up longer than a week. So next weekend, if I don't sell it, are you want to come back and get it for that price? I'm like, yeah, I'll come back and get it for that price. Well, the next weekend rolls around, and I saw the ad had changed. She split it all up into football, basketball. So by me educating her a little bit, she then split it up into different lots, whereas I wanted to buy the whole thing for one price. She ended up selling it, I don't know for what, because she never contacted me back. But I did see that she had listed it differently. And so it was gone. I saw her price was $300 on it, but it wasn't a whole lot. That was like the basketball. Now the basketball had some 91, 92 tops, or 92, 93 tops. That might have been the only big thing. There was a couple like sets of that. Other than that, I mean, there was no wax. It was all just cards, mostly Seattle Mariner stuff, some programs and stuff like that. Her late brother-in-law was a Mariners fan or something like that. So there was nothing in there that really interested me. And there were some little pins that I thought were pretty neat that I was like, I like those pins. But she's like, I don't want to break it up. I'm like, yeah, I just want to buy the pins, but okay. And I said, listen, $125, the whole deal. And she says, well. So sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. That's all. But kind of stick to your gun and stay within your range. Don't go above your means and put yourself in a bind at home. Because cards they're just paper. They're not worth the money they're printed on. Just remember that for the most part. Unless you get that holy grail, and right now basketball is hot. So, and not even old basketball. It's like newer stuff, which I don't understand, because the guys haven't proved themselves yet. But that's not me. I'm not the judge of that. I'm the judge of my own needs, I guess. And to me, it's I'm not spending that kind of money for a person who hasn't established themselves. They could get hurt, blow out a knee, whatever, and they're done. And now you've spent $3,000, $30,000 on a card, whatever, and the guy never made it. It's now worth nothing. So, I swear everyone in Florida thinks their junk wax cards are worth their weight in gold. Florida is a state that I would think that has a lot of cards too. My son was down there a couple of years ago, kind of on his honeymoon, and he sent me some pictures back. They stopped at this pawn shop, and this guy had cases of cards there. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, that's an okay price, I guess, So I'm like, you can pick it up if you want, but I mean, it's junk wax, and it's a little overpriced, but I mean, if you want it, I guess, I just try to help people understand that. And most people know, most of the people in the business know, unless you're just getting right back into it. Like my buddy at work, Frank, he doesn't know about prices yet. And he's getting into it at the wrong time right now, because the prices are all way up. They're overinflated again, for junk wax. I've seen cases of junk wax for like $200. I'm like, no, that's way too much for like 88 tops. That's junk wax. It's too much. So I won't buy that. I won't even, if I see it advertised, I won't even contact the person. Because if they're listening at that price, they really believe that that's what it's worth. You know what I mean? But if someone has it reasonably priced, I can contact them and feel confident that maybe we can come to a middle ground somewhere. But I met this guy right at his house. He had two boxes of Zello. Right. I did, and if you guys go back and look at any of my older videos, you'll see that I do videos on mostly all of my stuff. I met this guy at his house. It was just put up on Facebook Marketplace, right? What are these? These are 88 tops, I think. 87 tops, right? Cello packs. This one is BBCE. This one was not, right? Just whatever. He wanted $25 for this. I got it for 20. I talked him down $5. And this one, he's like, oh, I gotta stand firm at $40 for this one here. I'm like, dang, I'm already here. All right, it's BBCE, which really doesn't mean much, but I'm already here. All right, I'll buy it off of you. And then I always leave before I leave him. So he leaves a little happy, and I'm a little happy, right? And I always leave him with this thing. It's like, if you come across anything else, let me know. I'm interested. We've already started this dialogue. You have my number now. You can just message me, right through Facebook Marketplace. That chat is always there. So all they got to do is remember your name. Say, oh yeah, I remember that guy. He's the guy that got the cards off me for. Let me, bingo, message him back. Hey, I have these. And sometimes they do that to me. I had the guy do that to me during the holidays. Right before the holidays, we did a deal. My buddy bought $248 worth of product off him, meaning packs, sets, wax boxes, whatever. And I spent $115. And then Dave M got in with us too, and he spent like $37 on stuff. And so this guy had almost $500 of our money right before, the holidays. And all he had to do is, hand over some cards that he's just been holding on that he probably didn't pay a whole lot for. And he called me back and said, hey, I have more stuff if you're interested. So you make those contacts and they'll be calling you too, as long as you're fair with them. That's all. So I've got several guys that I deal with. Artie is another guy. That's the one I just told you his story about. This guy over at the stadium twice. I keep forgetting his name. And one of the guys. So I have a guy in Mount Laurel. So there's like 4 guys that I deal with. Art obviously is the main guy that I deal with. But I deal with like 4 people who now are calling me saying, hey, I got this. Art's always calling me. Hey, I got 18 boxes was the last one. $90, 18 boxes, $90. Boom, take them. I'm like, all right, I'll take them. Go through them, hopefully find some nice cards, Most of the good cards will be gone. But I still get a lot of Hall of Famers. Just going through them. Still get a lot of Hall of Famers. And this is the last little bit that I was pulling out. Now, this is from Dave M., who I traded his $37 worth of cards that I had paid for in advance. And then he brought a 5,000 count box and a 3,200 count box to the meetup. And what I said was, all right, Dave, let's just do this. You take that. You take the cards plus my $37. You take my $37 and the cards to go. And I'll take your boxes here with your raw cards in, and let's call it even. Now, one thing, I don't have a lot of the newer stuff. So for me, to get a nice newer Manny Machado or Josh Hader or Nolan Arenado opening day, Strasburg opening day, Devers, decade of the 60s, Mookie Betts. These are all from Dave. Miguel Andahar, Shohei Ohtani, Ronald Acuna Jr., Christian Yelich, Jacob DeGrom. All these came from Dave. There was like hundreds. He gave me thousands of cards, about 8,000 cards. And out of that, I'm just pulling out all these nicer cards. And there's some over here too. Like literally hundreds of cards that I didn't have in that I don't have in my collection. I have too many cards, but I don't have all these newer ones because my cards are basically from the 70s, 80s, 90s. So anything from 2000 on is, to me, considered to be a newer card, even though they're already 20 years old. Because I wasn't collecting then. I didn't start recollecting again until 2017. So everything that from 2017 on, I've been, and in 2017, I got one thing. I got a Topps factory set as a birthday or Christmas gift. I'm not sure what it was from my son, and that kind of started me back into it. But other than that, it's like, eh. So in 2018 is when I really started ramping it up, and I went from 600,000 cards in my personal collection that I had gotten from the early, like 1970 on, right, up until the mid 80s. I mean, I joined the Air Force in 81, so that slowed me down a lot because I was overseas. I was only able to buy factory sets, um, and they weren't the best because it was the Fleers that done us as the early years. And then I just stopped collecting and didn't start again really until 2017. So from basically for the last 3 years now, I've added over 2 million cards to my collection. I only had like 600,000 up until that point, but they're all 70s cards and 80s, some 80s, early 80s. So I have a lot of 70s cards, all four sports: basketball, hockey, football. I collected them all as a kid. So. And I have 60s cards, obviously, too. Cards from the 60s that I had gotten. I've told this story before. Nolan Ryan rookie cards. I got 2 of them from my aunt and her boyfriend just for babysitting my cousin. Babysat like all night. They went out partying, right? And when they came back, instead of handing me cash, her boyfriend had this shoebox full of baseball cards. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take them. Boom. I mean, I babysat for, God, like 10 hours. Kids were asleep. Like, she was asleep. My one cousin, she was asleep. So it didn't matter. I'm just like watching TV and just sitting there. And they walked in finally early in the morning, handed me that box of cards instead of cash. And I'm like, yeah. They didn't know either. They didn't know who Nolan Ryan was. I didn't know either. So to me, it was just like a common card. And then as I got a little bit older, I'm like, oh, crap, Nolan Ryan, I got to protect that card. I got to preserve it. When I started collecting, we didn't even have like these boxes. We had shoe boxes, literally shoe boxes. And for years, cheese boxes, like long cheese boxes. I just threw some away the other day that I had. I've had a lot of my cards in cheese boxes for so long. And, so that's about it. I don't even know what time it is, guys. Oh, it's only 8 o'clock. Wow. Unfortunately, though, I have work tomorrow, guys. That stinks. Oh, stinkeroo. I've got to go to work tomorrow. So, oh, and another thing I just started. I know I said this in my last live stream, guys. We've been 2 hours and 10 minutes here. Crazy. I started doing the like mining for Bitcoins. My son called me about it the other day when I was doing live, and I'm like, I don't know. But it sounds like you're going to go to jail, just jokingly. And so my computer upstairs is now mining Bitcoin. Not a lot. And not the whole thing about it. I guess the thing is Ethereum. And I'm just letting it run. And so I figured this is going to be a way to help supplement my card collecting, getting some extra revenue for that, right? I still have cheese boxes. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. Uh, yeah, I was Air Force. I was Air Force for 21 and a half years. Um, yeah, I hate to see those ads with the cards just thrown in totes loose like that because you know the corners are all dinged up and they make them basically worthless. Um, so um, my Bitcoin, yeah, I just told my son, I said, geez, Bitcoin just dropped in a week. It dropped $10,000. So it was up to $41,000 for one Bitcoin. Now, when it started in the early days, um, I told this story on the last stream too, but a friend of my son came down and wanted to know if I had any extra video cards in them. I didn't at the time. And he told me what he was doing, mining for Bitcoins. And I said, I'm thinking, man, that sounds illegal to me. Sounds like you're trying to hack something or whatever. And but if he would have stayed in it, he'd be rich right now because you could mine one Bitcoin real easy because it was cheap. Now you got to mine so much, like to get one Bitcoin, you got to get like $41,000 to get one Bitcoin, or 31. It's at 31 now, I think. You didn't make it that long in the Air Force? Well, it's not for everyone. I actually did 9.5 years active duty, and then I took a 13-year break. I got out for 13 years, and then in 2003, a buddy of mine from my civilian job talked me into joining the reserves. I did 12 years in the reserves and retired, made a career out of it. And I'm glad I did because, my Air Force pension is nice. Um, and I get from the VA, I get disability from the VA. Yeah, yeah, I know, I understand. Not everyone does. It's not for everyone. Um, the first 9 years was rough, man. As you know, an airman basic and hardly making any money. You're making $501 a month. That's what the recruiter told me. Congratulations, you're making $501 a month. I'm like, man, I was making more of that on my civilian job, but I got laid off, so I didn't have a job anymore. And yeah, you're lucky. Ronald Reagan just passed, gave you guys a raise, gave everyone a raise. You're making $501 a month. I'm like, wow, okay, I guess. And then got married and had kids, and that $501 a month didn't go as far as you might think. So it took a long time to be able to make decent money in the Air Force, and then I was in the reserves. Um, that's where I started making decent money in the reserves because it was just a weekend job. So I still had my civilian job, and I retired, and I get disability. Not much. I get a little bit of disability check from the government as well, a service-related disability, and with my current job, I'm doing okay. I'm surviving, and hope to retire from my job with Boeing soon, so I don't have to within the next 2 years anyway. I don't want to work forever. No one wants to work forever, you know. But once I retire from there, um, there goes my budget for being able to buy these cards. I won't be able to do that. So if I can get my channel up and running and start to get monetized, that'll help suck up some of that. If I got to mine that Bitcoin, then that's what I got to do, mine Bitcoin, let my computer run. Now, the best thing about this whole mining thing is I just put in solar a year ago, so I don't have an electric bill. It's $5.50 a month because I generate more electricity back into the system than I consume, which is hard to believe. But yes, So that's the way it is. The one and only Bud Stoney. How's it going, Bud? I hope you and anyone reading this is having a wonderful and blessed day. I think we are. Your grandfather retired from McDonnell Douglas, which is Boeing. Boeing bought out McDonnell Douglas. Had a great pension even after the Boeing buyout. Yes. Um, yes. So that's St. Louis. Um, and that's where Boeing's corporate head, well, the corporate for us is in St. Louis. I know Washington is a big commercial, but for us, St. Louis, because we're fall under the defense side of the house. So in St. Louis, they build the F-15s, F-16s, and other fixed wing aircraft, fighter type, military types, trainers. He worked at the Tulsa plant. Tulsa plant could have been anything. I don't know what they did down there back there in those days. Um, but Boeing has a lot of facilities all over Florida, Georgia, Pennsylvania. They're all over the place, up in Seattle, Washington, and Renton, and all those B-29s. Okay. Um, I work in Ridley Park, PA, and we build the Chinook helicopter and the V-22 Osprey, and that's what we build there. Those two programs. Been there 12 years working there, so not long. And so my pension there is like nothing. I'm not like a 20, 30-year guy there. I'm 12 years, be gone soon, and they won't even know my name. You know, I'm not like one of these guys that they make these big documentaries about and movies and stuff like that. Like, you know, I'm just a guy, gone. So, Bud, I pulled tonight. Oh, right here. So this is part of the Vineland lot purchase that I made. And I went through like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 boxes like this. And most of them were just common cards, 86, whatever. But 2 complete sets of 1978 tops was in that tote. Awesome. That's great. I love it. 2 complete sets. I am just through the moon with this. And the telltale sign is right there's the chase cards. There's a lot of other nice ones in there too, but those are the Eddie Murray rookie card is the card of that set. And there's one of Dale Murphy, but I think Murphy had a couple of rookie cards through the years. Johnny Bench. So they're all there. Nolan Ryan is card number 400, excuse me. These are not in numerical order, so. Who's this one? Barry's dad, Bobby, card number 150. So these are in really nice condition. And this box, as beat up as it is, all waterlogged, I'm thinking, man, there can't be anything in here. And if there is, it's probably soaking wet and all bricked up and stuck together. And then when I open it up, it's like these cards are in better shape than that box. Those cards. These cards are crisp. Sharp corners, you name it. Just awesome find. Now they're upside down, but it's unbelievable that these cards were in this box for this long, and they're in this condition. Is just crazy, crazy. But I'm still looking for my 93 Upper Deck SP Derek Jeter cards. I have at least 2, possibly 3, but 2 sticking in my mind. I don't know where they are. I have not found them yet. I have a bunch more cards to pull out, but I don't know. I've been kind of trying to go just glancing in these boxes real quick. Pop the lid, take a look, looking for hard plastics, top loaders, screw downs, whatever. And have yet to find my Jeter cards. Those Jeter cards, those 2 specific. Now, tonight I got these in the mail, and I already opened these up for everyone else. This is my latest Jeter pickups. Oops, get on screen. It's a little hard to see because, and that's like an acetate. There's a window there you can actually see through there, and that one right there. But I know for a fact. I mean, my sons and a lot of people have been joking that, oh, your wife sold it, blah blah blah. Your wife sold those cards. She wouldn't have, but it's a good conspiracy theory anyway. That she sold them. I'll find them. I will find them one day. I showed this earlier and I showed this before, but I'm getting a bunch of cards ready for like doing auctions once I open up my shop. Auction cards. 70s cards here that I've been finding in these boxes, putting them up for auction, doing single, double card auctions, whatever. Like dollar auctions, and go from there. I think people will like to get their hands on some cards from 72 and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, I know I went through one of these boxes over here, and one whole box was just 5,000 count box full of 1972 tops. That's from my PC. As when I was a kid growing up, I somehow amassed 5,000, but I was buying them. I was buying them as a kid. There were 7 sets, 7 series of cards, and obviously, you wanted to buy them all. But usually, like, I remember the 72 set. The place I bought mine from was like the local newspaper stand. They sold other stuff there too, but his main business was newspapers. And when I went down there to buy from the guy, like normally he would have a couple boxes. He only had one box of 72 Topps Series 7. I bought the box, and he never got any more. But that's the way Topps was back in the day. Was as they produced the series, the last series they wouldn't make as many, because they were already tooling up for doing football and all that. So you never got. That's why high number cards. When you see high number cards, are always at a premium because they just didn't make as many, or they were in the 60s and 50s. They were dumping them out in the Hudson River and in the Atlantic and stuff because I don't know, because they didn't value them, I guess, or just doing what they were told. But imagine all those Mickey Mantle cards that were dumped in the river. So I don't like to think about it. Being a Mantle guy, So let's see. Checking my phone. Ooh, 28. Oh, yeah, mine's up live. That's funny. I can see my live. box there. And whose did I miss? Who's chat? Or who's... Oh, John Jabs. Okay. All right. So I want to thank you guys, everyone. We're over coming up on 2.5 hours. I appreciate every one of you guys for coming in, hanging out, commenting, chatting, just making comments. Thanks, bud. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to check out Bud Stoney. He wants to get to his 4,000 hours viewed. You know, by summer. Good luck with that, bud. And yes, hobbyist, thank you. So everyone have a great rest of your evening or night. It's nighttime here. It's 8:30 here, and we will see you guys in the next one. I enjoyed going through that. Pleasantly surprised with these boxes here, without a doubt. I have more to go through up there, but they're supposedly all complete sets. I see a 1993. Can't wait to dig into that one. Don't know what it is. Hopefully it's 93 tops with a Derek Jeter card. Fingers crossed on that one. But I got to get to him. Hey, Jason, how's it going? So, other than that, we just got a couple minutes to kill. I'll take it to the even half hour. And I'm so tempted to grab that 93 box, but I have more willpower than the average person, so I'll just wait. And we'll grab some from up there the next time on the next live stream. Oh, man. So, hey, Jason, thanks for stopping by. And we're getting ready to shut her down here, but that's cool. You can hang out for a little bit if you want. I'm just going to wait like 2 minutes and 45 seconds. No, we're shutting her down. Another long, successful stream. I'm just so happy that we got those two sets of 78 tops. That's ridiculous. They've been sitting in my living room for months, just sitting there in that tote. My wife was starting to get on me because they were on her treadmill. She hasn't been able to use her treadmill in 6 or 8 months. Only because she didn't want to move them. The box was too heavy. I had like 16 or 14 boxes of cards in it. Oh, let's see, what else? I still have a lot to sort, so we're going to have fun sorting. And even more fun when I do my opening day. Remember, guys, opening day, we'll put out plenty of notifications maybe the week prior, let everyone know. You can let all your friends know because we're going to do lots of giveaways and stuff like that. And everyone's going to get something. It's going to be packs of cards or whatever. But we'll see. It's going to be fun. We're going to try to make a fun time of it. Play games, whatever. But I know everyone's going to enjoy it. Everyone's going to have fun. And my co-host will be Jeff Airtime. He says he's available on Fridays evenings, so that's why it's being set up for a Friday evening. Nope, looks good. All right. And we have... All right, we're coming up on 30-second warning, guys. Any final anythings? If not, I want to thank you all for stopping by, hanging out. And it's been fun, and we'll do it again. This is Boomslang signing out, saying, where's it at? Oh, peace, guys. We'll see you in the next ones. All right? All right, we'll shut her down. Don't look at my bald head. Here we go. Get my bald head out of the screen. It's the last thing people want to see, my fat bald head. All right. Have a good night, guys.